Okay, so one of the problems that we can encounter almost every year is just in some relaxed or maybe confusing checking out procedures. So when you are checking out a book, you want to make sure that you are scanning the Bolivar High School barcode. So every book will have multiple barcodes. There's the standard barcode that you use to purchase the book, and that gives us the ISBN number, so it's registered in national databases as an individual unique book. But then we add our own barcode specific to our high school library. So that's what you need to scan. When you scan the other barcode, it will still make a pleasant sound because it's a barcode and the scanner loves it. So you have to be really cautious to make sure that you are scanning the appropriate barcode. So if it doesn't scan, the computer will make some sort of like sound. But if it does, it sounds kind of like a little cricket. It's like doo-doo. And that is a pleasant thing. So when a student comes up to check out a book, they will enter their lunch pen, and then their name will pop up. This is really important. You have to make sure that you click their name. Otherwise, you're going to check out the book to the student who came through prior to that student. So make sure that you check the name. So click the name. It's going to open up that student's account, and then you will scan the copy of the book. Before doing that, though, you may check just to make sure that that student doesn't have any overdue books. Okay, so this is a little bit new, especially if you were a library worker last year. We didn't do this, but it will show you a little error message saying that they have some books that are lost. And you want to click those and say, hey, you have these books that are overdue. We need those back. Or if you have it and you want to renew it, we need to be keeping up with that before we can check any new books out to you. If there's any problem, please refer them to me or Mrs. Campbell, and we can take care of it kind of by case basis. But this will help cut back on some of the end of the year craziness when students are saying, I don't know if I ever had that book, I don't know where it is now, I don't even remember it. So if we can keep up to date with that as we go, that will be really, really helpful. So make sure that you verify that they don't have any overdue books that are now marked as lost, and that would equate a fine on their account. So you'll just click that to see what books they have out. If they have any currently out, maybe just ask, would you like me to renew these for you? Here are the books that you have. And then you'll use the stamp to stamp the accurate due date inside of the book. If there isn't a stamp slot, then just grab one of the new sheets and tape it in there yourself. And you'll remind the student, hey, this is due in 2 weeks, it's due on this date, and then give it to them. When you're checking in books as part of your daily tasks, just make sure that you click check in on the side instead of check out, and that you are also scanning specifically the Bolivar High School code. If you scan, again, that one on the back for mass purchasing, it's not going to do anything, it's not going to check it in, and then we're going to shelve it, and it's going to cause a lot of disruption because students will say, I turned that in, I know I did, and we'll say like, oh, it's still checked out to you on your account, but they're really telling the truth. So we want to make sure that we are doing a really stellar job at checking books out and in so that we don't cause problems later on in the year or even add fines to people's accounts who didn't ever even check out the books or they did actually return them. So we want to honor them by kind of taking our time and making sure that we check books out properly and then check them back in properly as well.